So thank you, Clara. So for those who are joining us for the first time, this is OneQi. Welcome, an amazing new platform bringing Qigong teachers from all over the country and possibly in the future from all over the world, and connecting them with students, because it's not that easy to find Qigong teachers, but we're beginning to notice that there are quite a few around, and it's a great resource to have on this site. Lots of videos, the websites of the teachers, where they're based, and like Clara said, many of us are online at the moment. And I've been doing Qigong for about 35 years myself with my teacher, Jijing Wang, here in London. And this year there has been a lot of online teaching. I've been quite surprised at how well it seems to work online. And for the foreseeable future, I think, unfortunately, that's how it's going to have to remain. And it's a skill. And I think Clara did an amazing job to really get the energy going and connected on a screen, you know, and it felt like, you know, I was in her living room or she was in my living room, and it was so powerful. So I think that one of the beauties is it's transmissible. And, you know, as Clara said, I think sometimes, you know, or John said as well, a beginner sometimes, I've had beginners come to a class, they sense the Qi more strongly than somebody who's been there for like 8 years, you know, and the other person can resent it a bit. It's like, no, beginner's mind, just be open. We're all learning from each other. We're all inspiring each other. And I'm really excited to share, you know, some of my own practice with you. And I think I ask people these days, what are their main challenges? And it seems to be a lot of anxiety, fear, emotional stuff, mental health. There's a lot the mind is thinking. So when we connect with this energy, with the earth, with the heaven, allowing the energy to flow, we allow it to work for us, to actually you know, to remind us of what we are. We are energy beings. You know, there's more space in the body than solid matter. And in the universe, I remember going to a Deepak Chopra talk years ago, and he said, if you got all the solid matter in the universe and you squashed it together, you get it in a box this size, you know, everything is space. So in Qigong, we're connecting to this opening that Clara did beautifully, opening up the body, letting go rather than holding on. And I think with the COVID and all these situations, there's been a lot of holding on to tension, holding on to emotions. And so today, hopefully, we'll all help you to release and let go. Nothing to hold on to, no need, you know, trust the energy. We are energy beings. Let's connect with it. So we'll start with, Clara did an amazing standing session. So from my practice also, one of the most important things is this connection down to earth. So if we stand together, feet parallel, width of the shoulders, knees softly bent, this helps to align the body on the one hand and also sink down into the earth. And often the knees tend to be a bit locked. So just check, actually you can straighten the knees first, then just bend them gently, bend them softly. And often people feel a bit uncomfortable when they stand like this, because the normal casual standing position or posture is not really correct. You know, most people, if you go to, you know, when we could go and get a train or a tube, you watch people standing, they're kind of casual, you know, collapsed, leaning. The body actually is an amazing tool that can, you know, guide this energy, connect. So when we stand well, it might feel unusual, but that's the best position. And we get energy from the earth. We drop energy, any stagnant energy down, and this energy can start flowing through the body, a bit like a tree. Standing like a tree, you imagine the feet are like the roots of the tree, searching for water, being nourished by the earth. So just the standing is a very powerful way to start the practice. So we've done quite a lot of that, and we'll do something to strengthen the body, which is just gentle slapping of the head initially, the back of the head, back of the neck. A lot of us working on computers in offices, at home. So this area tends to get a bit tense. Shoulders, obviously used a lot these days. Lower back, we tend to sit on this area, one of our main energy centers. Clara mentioned the Ming Men. Just wake it up a bit. Hips, a bit underused these days. I think sofas overused, hips underused. So just strengthening bringing the attention to the different joints. Knees, bend down as far as we can, feet. And slapping is done a lot in martial arts, and actually strengthening any area of the body that feels a bit weak. Coming up again, let's do one more. So often 3 times or 9 times, but I think today we'll do 3 and just wake up and include. Sometimes some areas of the body get lazy, they're not included in our practice, whatever we're doing. So with this, you're kind of reminding the body to be fully included. Hands gently push down to the feet, have a pause, and then just notice the kind of, it's like a buzzy feeling, like the cells have woken up a bit. And then you definitely will notice after a while some areas of the body calling your attention. So when you have more time, you just do more slapping in that area. Sometimes if, you know, one of the knees is a bit weaker, just do more on that area, wherever it is. But tends to be these bigger joints like the hips, lower back, shoulders. So you can always do more in these areas. But for today, we just go through the whole body. And then cleansing part is like a purifying practice we always tend to do in the self-healing form. Fingers closed, keep open the thumb, the tiger's mouth we call it, and cleaning from the front to the back of the head. It's like taking the dust off the surface of the body. Back of the neck, front, lower back, outside of the legs, feet, heels, and shake off. It's like collecting the dust off the surface. Coming up again. And this is the back or outside part, connecting more with the earth. If you like, the structural part of the body that contains the energy. So we want the structure always to remain strong, the energy down to the earth, and clearing the front part more. So just, again, we'll do 3 times today. Have a pause again. And then just go through a short self-healing form without touching the body, pushing the energy towards the feet. Come up at the front, middle of the chest. Open the middle of the chest. Go through to the horizon as far as you can. Then through into the sky, into the heavens. Re-step a bit, empty the arms into the legs. And this is good for just releasing all the tension through the body. And many people give up quite quickly when they're holding the arms up because a lot of tension in the shoulders. But if you feel a bit tired, just join the hands, open up more each side, extending up as if the body gets twice as tall, up into the heaven, down into the earth, extending up, down. And the fingertips slightly bent as if you can catch something on the fingertips. We talk about the chi, the energy in the heaven. It's like catching it on the fingertips. You bring it down towards the body, back of the head, front, lower back, through the legs, through the hips, through the knees, through the feet, bend down, turn, come up the inside. So we're opening up the inside front part, creating more space at the front, connecting with the heaven, and bringing the heavy element down to earth, the yin, the heavy element, Mother Earth, prepared to take everything from us and supporting us to middle of the chest, open, open. So physically imagine going through the walls of your home, mentally go twice as far. The mind, one of the things in Qigong, we learn to use the mind to project a clear image and become that image through the ceiling, through the roof, twice as far as we can imagine. Coming down the back. front. So we always go down the outside part, up the inside. The inside, the more delicate part, clearing, opening. The outside structural part, strengthening, and everything going to its rightful place, reorganizing the energy system. Let's do 3 more times without pausing, just open. Just moving the energy down and floating the hands up, dipping into the sky. Each time you can just pause and then release down to the feet. Let's do 1 more time, going through the whole body. This time, don't have to bend down. Just have a pause, push down to the feet. Sense as if the hands join the feet, shoulders join the hips, like the whole body collapsing down to earth. Becoming more insubstantial. That's a word I love in Qigong. It's like the body insubstantial, empty, then it has more capacity for energy to flow and for the healing to take place. The Qi actually knows where to go. It knows the weaker parts. So when we stay connected, then the Qi does its work, if you like. And then when we bring the arms up, this is a very short exercise to really empty the arms into the legs. Just feel the arms into the sky, then come down again. Just notice arms, shoulders a bit heavy in the beginning. So a different way. Sometimes we find these shortcuts in Qigong. If you think, instead of lifting the arms up, if we drop the elbows, the hands come up more easily, dip into the sky. Feel the arms still a bit heavy, drop them again. But just think, drop the elbows, what happens? Hands come up easily. Rather than lifting from the shoulders, drop the elbows, hands float up, dip into the sky, re-step a bit. And we're going to empty the arms into the legs. Allow the Qi to flow from the heaven to the earth. As humans, that's where we are, between heaven and earth. I love that expression. So into the sky. If we feel tired, some of us maybe not as physically strong, it's okay. Just take it easy, join the hands, but don't give up with the arms yet. Just join them, open them up more. And if we keep the right arm up, slowly drop the left. You can close the fingers on the left arm together with the left leg. Focus on the right into the sky. Index finger can be a bit straighter, almost like an aerial into the sky. Feel the right arm emptying to the right leg. You can re-step a bit, empty, empty. Breathing naturally, generally more breathing out from the mouth and in through the nose in the beginning. It's like all the stuffy air out, fresh air in. Slowly, we're going to drop the right. And as we do, the left floating up. So it's almost like a seesaw. Just gently drop the right, feel the left coming up into the sky, through the ceiling. Close the fingers on the right arm melts together with the right leg. Just check the left, opening, stretching, dipping into the sky. Empty left arm into the left leg. And sometimes left and right can feel a bit different. So this is also good for rebalancing the two sides. Next time, gently we drop the left, feel the right floated up. Almost meet halfway, then one goes beyond the other. Right into the sky, close the fingers on the left. Just check the feet, Still strongly rooted, knees softly bent, not holding anywhere in the body, just supported by the earth, dipped into the sky. This time, just close the eyes gently. When we close the eyes, especially for people who haven't done Qigong, you notice a lot more in the body. So with this particular practice, just sense as if the arm emptying into the leg. Energy, light coming through the arm, through the leg into the earth. The other side dissolved away. It's like just projecting this simple idea to the body. We keep the eyes gently closed. You slowly drop the right. Feel the left floating up. Feel the left arm much longer, much straighter than it was. Easier to go through the ceiling. Extend further. Left leg long way down into the earth. You might feel a bit taller. Whole body is becoming more spacious. As if you're just aware of the left arm into the left leg. Not sure where the body is, as if the body dissolving away into the chi or air energy around us. Smile on the face, take it easy. Just no straining anywhere. Slowly dropping the left, feel the right floating up. Twice as long, twice as straight. Through the ceiling, through the roof, into the sky. And mentally, just check. Sometimes we give a hint and notice the difference. So in the beginning, we were holding the arm up. Imagine you're hanging down from the sky. You're not holding the arm. No need to hold it up. Hanging down from the sky. Foot strongly rooted. Arm emptying into the leg. Slowly dropping the right, the left, twice as long, through the ceiling, through the roof. If you have any reactions like shaking, releasing, just follow. These are just spontaneous reactions. The body will tell us, but not to hold anywhere rigidly. Again, feel like you're hanging down from the sky. No need to hold the arm up. Makes such a difference. When we hold it up, there's effort, there's tension. We're just hanging down. We could stay here for a long time if we chose to. Arm into the leg. Slowly dropping the left, last time, right. Seems to take ages to go up. So long, straight, empty. Right arm, right leg, like a hollow tube of light. From the sky to the earth. No need to hold it. Dropping the right for the last time, left going up. Feel the left into the sky. Through the roof, ceiling. No need to hold it anymore. Left side, bright hollow tube of light. Arm into the leg. We keep the right arm down, slowly drop the left. can keep the eyes closed for now. Both arms together with the legs, as if the arms melt into the legs. Close the fingers. Close the fingers, energy is more contained generally. Arms melt together with the legs. Shoulders to the hips. Feet into the earth. Whole body feels unified, like collapsed together into one piece. Nowhere left out. Sometimes energetically, some areas of the body may be slightly disconnected. So with Qigong, we always sense the whole body, this flow through the body, everywhere connected. Feet can feel quite large into the earth. Sometimes can be hot or cold, painful. We don't worry. Energy flowing through the feet into the earth, exchanging with the earth, nourishing the body. So the standing we mentioned before can be strengthening, help to reorganize the energy in the body, drop the heavy element, feel the support of the earth. Sometimes it becomes very comfortable to stand like this, connected to the earth. But at some point we have to finish. So just make a fist with the hands, squeeze the hands together, open the fingers, close, open, helps us become clearer. Move the fingers, become clearer quite quickly. Somebody just moved in next door, so I apologize for the noise. I think they're just drilling and doing things. Normally it's very quiet here. It's been quiet for a year. And especially with a lot of us working on computers and things, I think always quite good to do some exercises for the hands, the fingers. Just clasp the hands, clear the space between the fingers. The fingers relate to all the internal organs. So this is actually helping the whole body as well. Help us be more alert and create more space in the body. Do a bit of walking on the feet, center of the feet, dropping any physical holding. And when we finish, we often notice maybe we have been holding the arms from the shoulders. So anywhere that we feel still a bit stiff, because our habit tends to be that we do things in certain ways over the years. I'm talking now more for the newer people who practice. Sometimes they really feel it's a bit of a struggle, but over time, you'll notice becomes effortless. This connection with the qi, the standing, the movements becomes flowing and effortless. But if anywhere still feels a bit stiff, just do extra slapping. Sometimes even standing, we stand maybe not fully towards the center of the feet, then the lower back maybe has a bit of strain. So slapping anywhere that needs it, cleaning off at the end anywhere that needs it, energetically just cleaning off back of the knees, shake off. Just feel quite lively. When we stand well on the earth, the energy is quite lively through the center of the feet. So this idea, sometimes when we stand a bit heavy or walking a bit heavy, so this liveliness of the qi that's always there for us, as Clara mentioned. So just finishing off, pushing down to the center of the feet, the energy, and just come up at the front, slightly differently. Coming up, looking up, back of the head, front, lower back, down to the feet, bend down as far as we can, arms come up in front. So energy a bit more contained in the body, then it's a bit harder for the hands to come too close. So when we do the finishing form, feel as if the hands slightly further off the body. It's like our aura expanded. So with Qigong, sometimes it does feel like we more protected. I often think of the Ready Brek ad, you know, when they have the aura around them. Have a bit of Ready Brek, have a bit of Qigong, feel more protected and energy all around the body. Next time, simplify it, back of the head, push down to the front. 2 more times, back of the head, push down. So when we finish, just settle everything down, and quite good to just pause, notice how we sense the body from the beginning to the end. Generally should be a difference. And with this practice we did today was this simple image of like 2 hollow tubes. If we do both hands like a letter H, simplified. Here, energy flowing around, flowing down, and the body becomes less important as the energy unblocks anything in the way. So it's like the energy allowed to flow through, connecting to this, to heaven, to the earth. And this helps greatly. The shoulders release the tension and also get a sense of the connection to this universal signal, always there, as Clara said, always available to us. So this is just one way, another way to connect to the Qi. So, hope you enjoyed that one. We can have a short chat and anything you would like to say.
Fabulous. That was just so lovely, so lovely. I was yawning so much. It's like, getting to deeper levels that needed to be released. I always feel that when you yawn, you let go, because you can't control yawning. So you know that something is clearing deeper. And yeah, I really love that sequence, actually. I mean, I recognized the clearing form, but I hadn't done the bit about keeping the arms up. So that was really interesting. Really interesting to just sort of be with that. And then, but I loved also how you, and if it's tired, you can release a bit. So you've got potential to tune in with what does my system need right now? Actually, I want to stay hanging from the sky. And that switch to holding the sky to hanging from it was very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Desperately trying to be a beginner. Trying to be a beginner, and it's such a blessing to sort of come with a truly empty cup. But yeah, I could feel myself when we were doing this one going, oh, this feels like monkey work, and I could feel the mind going off and doing all kinds of bits and pieces, which is, it's brilliant, because again, we need reminding of, you know, those sort of places that we get caught in, and the narratives that we don't necessarily notice. So thank you for allowing me to fail horribly at being a beginner.
Yeah. I remember my teacher's wife once, she said to us, there were about 40 of us in the class, she said, the problem with most of you with your Qigong practice is you all want to be teachers, you know. And she said, you know, beginners might, you know, just each time it's like something new. And even with me, I think, oh God, this is so boring, I've done this. But every time is different, and every time I learn something. So, you know, and for today, I think it's good to share some basics and simple things, and people can remember them as well.
That was great. Thank you, Alesandro. I really appreciated as well that we had what in Life Force Qigong we describe as the patting and the dredging. So the patting and the wiping. And interesting, because within our practice we tend to put that in at the end of the session.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, we use it as a check to make sure that we've not left any stagnant or stuck energy in the body, so that there's no blockages remaining. So we have a good pat through at the end and then just clear out. And that seems like a really nice way to finish. But I really enjoyed having it right there, as a beginning part of a practice as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah. That's good, but that, you're teaching me. Maybe I'll do it at the end as well, and at the beginning, and just change it around and see how it works. So that's great. Thank you. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, this is actually reminding me around at the end of practice, when you have built up your dantian, you've got the flow of qigong, and you want to bring the energy to the surface to create that layer of protective qi that you would. I mean, I wouldn't think I'd slap. I'd tap. I quite like the slapping. It feels different too. But any stimulation to that, the outer layer that brings the qi up, is that what you're thinking, Ben? Is that why you do it at the end? You clear and then bring the qi to the surface?
Yeah, sure. So that if there's anything that's kind of become blocked or stagnant somewhere else, by patting it through, we're giving that stimulation right at the level of the jing or the physical tissue to allow it to move and just come up into the subtle energy field.
Yeah, but by creating this ready Brett glow, I mean, it shows our age, Alexandro, actually.
I knew what you meant.
How many of you watching know what the ready Brett glow is? So
actually, you're right. I could have had something more modern.
Exactly what you mean. I tend to imagine like a golden one, but of course, color is a therapeutic tool in itself, and your system will know what color your ready Brett glow is. So this is just this general first layer of the aura is all full of sort of qi, isn't it?
Great, thanks.
I think it's good for people to know as well about the fact that when we're working, especially as we're building up energy in the lower dantian, this elixir field that we have down here in the lower abdomen, that part of what that's helping to do as well is actually to create and to fortify our Wei qi field. So Wei is external, so our external qi field. So literally that description of that ready Brett glow is exactly what we're doing. And one of the beautiful things about that within Chinese medicine and within Qigong practice, of course, the stronger the Wei qi field is, the better we are at keeping away pathogens or pathogenic qi. So this is, both in terms of the types of people we might encounter. It's very difficult to go near people who have got this beautiful glow on if you have nefarious intent, but also from a very practical, physical, immune system point of view, that ready Brett glow, that Wei qi field, is actually helping to fortify our health and protect us as well, so that we stay. I mean, you've only got to look at the four of us here in the screen today, how kind of vibrant and energetic and enthused we all are by what we do. So, it's beautiful to keep on stimulating that.
And timing, it's the perfect timing. With COVID, it's like just a reminder how we can do so much for ourselves. We don't have to wait for the government to roll this thing out. It's like, let's do something now for ourselves, which is what we're doing today. It's great. Yeah.
Why we wanted to really launch OneQi as soon as possible, because we know how empowering this practice is. We know how truly healthful it is. There's lots of papers and research that has been done, which is going to be on our OneQi.org website as that evolves. We are still evolving. It's still a new project, so bear with us. But if you want to hop over to OneQi.org and register as a teacher or a student, you can do that right now, and then we can give you updates as and when they come in, like when the next live stream is going to be. But I'm just going to take us over to the messages here. We have 25 people watching. Thank you so much. Really good to have you here. And we've got our colleague Jeremy, who is saying, Alessandro, what you heard as drilling, I experienced as a low, deep hum. I thought it was a recording you were playing during the practice, because I felt it was very much part of what you were doing.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
That's good.
It's go with what's here, isn't it? What's here. And I was thinking, what is that? But any kind of low hum, that reminds me of the sound of the earth, that ooh that we did at the beginning. It's like grounding in. And if you've got a bit of drilling that's helping you remind that, hey, bring that into your practice,
Yeah, and also I wasn't sure if you could all hear it, but it sounded, because I could hear it through the walls here, but I know in China, very advanced Qigong masters go to practice in the noisiest place they can find. So that this is all part of, it's like, I wasn't disturbed at all, but I did want to mention it in case people are disturbed. It's like, just relax.
Just wondering what it is, you know, because
Yeah.
But you are right. We bring this back anywhere. It's absolutely key. So we want to actually another couple more comments come in from somebody called Bernadine Ma. First time that I've seen this form of energy. Kiara from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I probably pronounced that wrong, but that's great, from New Zealand. Welcome in, welcome in. We are the OneQi collective here, dropping you some live sessions. So stay tuned. We're going to be going till 7, although we're going to have a short break at 4 for the changeover. And also we've got Pix Rainbow saying that so glad that they caught the live. So brilliant. If you're watching on replay, hashtag replay on the comments. But I think what would be lovely to do now is to just be settled and calm and just let ourselves, you know, because like Ben was saying, it's quite exciting, all of this. But what we're doing is coming into a place of plenty and settling, knowing that we've got some more sharing coming up very, very soon. But let us be in this presence of the now moment, expanding into our support from the earth, letting that the movements we've done so far integrate into our systems. Feeling calm and balanced and energized all at the same time. I'm just really feeling you all in here, and on the replay. The quantum field is an amazing place to hang out. And what's activating now is my heart chakra. I can feel us all being present and real and empowered, knowing that we're activating and actioning the tools within us that can keep us healthy, more than healthy, keep us in wellness, so that the gifts we have can come through our clear channels to be a benefit to the world.